How's it going, everybody? This video is going to be a little different. See, normally the question is asked, how does this or that work? So I go and test it, then I put my findings into a video, trying to make it as clear as possible. This time around, I had a very specific theory, and turns out I was way off. So I don't really have anything interesting to show. My theory was that delayed attacks and laggy attacks are different in a way, meaning that the portion of the indicator that is missing varies between those two. I'll take you through the process of testing this. I don't know whether this is interesting for some of you, but I'm a little short on time this week, so it was either this or no video at all. But here goes. The way that I can tell whether the indicator gets chopped off at the beginning or the end is with the parry window. I'll show this on a bot first. We know that Zerka's neutral side lights are 500. We also know the parry window starts 300 milliseconds before the attack's impact, and the window is 200 milliseconds long. The window is always the same, so by checking when into the indicator that parry flicker occurs, I can tell whether the indicator is missing at the beginning or the end. And the second I tested this with an actual player, my theory crumbled. For whatever reason, I thought that delayed attacks were missing the indicator at the end. I don't know why, that's just what I thought. But no, turns out that the parry flicker occurs at 133 milliseconds, meaning 300 milliseconds before the attack's impact, because in multiplayer, Zerka's sidelight thrown from neutral are 433 milliseconds. This is consistent throughout. I checked quite a few attacks, not a single anomaly. So I moved on to testing this with someone from the East Coast. Like I said in my previous video, I'm from Central Europe, which means that fighting someone from the US means our connection will not be the best. This is just how the internet works currently. And even then it was consistent. An attack here and there was sped up a bit more, but the parry indicator always showed the same thing. Delayed and laggy attacks essentially work the same way. Like I said, I don't know how interesting the whole thing was, but now you know how I go about testing these things. But now for something completely different. No, I'm not going to talk about the new win rates that they released yesterday. Plenty of people talk about that already. But yeah, if you've been here for a while, you know I've never asked for you to like a video or to subscribe. The only thing I encourage are comments. But for March and Fire release, I'm trying something different. I'll be doing my frame checks live, meaning I will be streaming the whole process. And I will do that over on Twitch, not here on YouTube. So if you think this is something you might be interested in watching, then please click the link in the video description and follow the channel over there. This also helps me to somewhat gauge the interest. I'll still create videos afterwards highlighting the interesting parts for every character, but if you want to view the whole thing live and ask questions or give your input, then feel free to join. I will remind you multiple times until then, but here's the first announcement, I guess. So once again, sorry for this rather disappointing video, but my hunches can't always be right. I'll leave you with the rest of this round, so enjoy the big man hugging people. Thanks for watching. Later, everybody.